Alright, what's happening, guys? So, behind me, I got a 76 and a 73 F-250, one with a 390, one with a 460. With these two trucks, I'm going to try and make one decent truck. So you guys are going to come along with me on that. Eventually, the plan is get one truck that's restored, nice, good driver. I'm going to give it to my grandfather in trade for a 1997 F-350 4-door, 4-wheel drive long bed. This was the truck that my dad bought brand new in '97, and my dad sold it to my grandfather, and my grandfather's had it. Truck has over 500,000 miles on it, and it still looks mint. So I want to try and get it back from my grandfather, and he's already said that it's my truck. He needs a truck, so I'm gonna try and restore a truck because he loves these old Fords. He used to have one that was 4-wheel drive, single cab, lifted. It was an awesome truck, and he sold it years ago. So I'm gonna try and restore one of these so he can have an old pickup again, and it'll be perfect for him. So let's have some fun. Alright, so first off, I'm just kind of looking at these trucks, trying to figure out which one is more straight and less body work I have to do. This is the 76. Me and a buddy of mine traded a 22 rifle for this truck, and then I sold it to my dad, and now it's sitting here, and he kind of gave it back to me, so now I'm trying to figure out what to do with it. Problem is this truck went in my buddy's name, and he's now lost the title. I don't really feel like going to the DMV to do a lost title on it. I will have to do it eventually to either get rid of it, or maybe this will just turn into a play truck, because the 390 in this is a good motor, but what happened is somebody put shotgun BBs down the intake, and I replaced all the spark plugs, and it fired back up, but it smokes. And that's not okay for my grandfather. So the motor and transmission out of this truck, which is a 460 and a C6, is going to go out and go in this truck, because the motor in this truck runs amazing, and the only problem is the electrical sucks in it. So if you put a battery in it, it kills it. So, and you can't register it right now because it needs a new title. So, looking at it, somebody painted it this red color. It's got the original graphics on it. It's got like the old camper special graphics on it, at least on this fender. And the crummy part is these fenders aren't as straight as these ones, but somebody cut the bottom of these ones off, so I can't really use them. So I can use pieces of them to restore these fenders, but I got a big old dent here and up here, and like some of the hardest spots that I can think of to do it. Rust in the bottom quarter panel, which is not a huge deal because I can just cut that quarter panel off and graft it on. So that might end up being what I do. The grill on this one is in really good shape, so that's definitely going onto there. This one has almost all the trim. I think it's literally missing one piece of trim, and that's that door right there, which sucks. And this truck is missing all the trim, and it's got those ugly freaking tow mirrors on it that somebody drilled holes in the door and put on. This fender's in really good shape though, So that's a plus. The hood's in really good shape. This thing actually has really no rust. Neither one of them have a lot of rust in it. The beds are kind of another story on this. It's kind of a give and take. This bed on the red truck is absolutely haggard on the outside, but it's got a decent floor, and it has a bumper. But the problem is, I got no tailgate, and it's just beat to heck. Now, this bed on this one is absolutely haggard. Not only is it dented and bent to all get out. This side isn't terrible. The other side's worse. But you can see it's like all the trim on the back's ripped off. But not only that, it's rusted all to high. Just, it's holy, or it's getting close to being holy. And it's super bent. Happened is, I guess this truck popped out of gear, rolled downhill onto a tree with no bumper, no tailgate, and just the bed took the whole brunt. So this bed's definitely coming off, and I'm just gonna take all the trim off and try and make that one as nice as I can. And then the cab on this thing is actually in really good shape, other than that door missing the trim and having a dent in it. Inside, super clean. It's got like newer carpet in it, really nice seat. It's got those stupid steering wheels. The brakes don't really work on this truck all that great, so I need to fix that. But I mean, for the most part, it needs a headliner. It's a nice truck. It's very nice truck. So that's why we're probably gonna go with this one. Either way, they're going to be a lot of work, but I think what I'm going to start by doing is trying to take some of this trim off, and I'm going to try and get these fenders off, because they need to come off, and I need to switch the fenders out, and the grill. So I got one of the fenders off of this truck, and funniest thing that I never noticed before. One, that shock absorber is junk. Two, we're missing a bolt there and a bolt there. There's supposed to be a bolt and a bushing and everything that holds it up in there, and it's just gone. So that's slightly disconcerting, and the fact that that strap is gone, or the bolt to hold the coil over, and is kind of disconcerting too, because if this thing drooped out far enough, which these are twin I-beams and they can droop pretty far, that shock would just fall off. Josh came and hung out with me, and we went and played some golf. So, probably go back and work on the truck some more. another day. It's another beautiful day in Oregon. I know it doesn't look like it with the clouds behind me. We got a couple rain clouds back there, but it's so nice right now because they're blocking the sun, so I can work on these things and not cook to death. So continuing on, I'm going to keep tearing down now on this red one to get all the parts off so we can start restoring some of them and get them onto that white truck. So hang in there, guys. We're going to have a lot of fun. Alright, come on a little trip with me, guys. I figured you might want to see what I'm over here pounding on. So you're not going to be able to really see it in the video. See all that? There's bolts there to get the trim off. So I got to chip all of this stuff. Whatever this looks like tar. So I'm holding and trying to get this stuff off. But yeah, it's all the way up in the wheel well. Good old tar or something. Hey guys, thanks for watching that video. I hope you liked it. Hit that like and subscribe button and leave a comment. I read all of them. So yeah, hang in there for the next episode of F&F Garage. We'll be working on these trucks, getting them restored, and might be working on the mini bike again. And I got a lot of ideas coming up. So there's another mini bike build for sure that's going to happen, and possibly a special build if I can get the money together to do it. It's going to be crazy, so hang in there, guys. Come on and check out my channel, and have a good one.